Question of the day. How did I feel comfortable with leaving my salary as an engineer and choosing no salary? As an engineer, it's kind of bred into us to be able to have that security and comfort, especially in financial means. That's kind of the bread and butter of why a lot of engineers get engineering degrees, is because job security, and they know that there will always be a need for this down the road. First, hey, I'm Whitney with The Well Engineered Life. This is the channel where we break down the plan behind the dream, and the dream is alternative living. So first, why did I want to give up my salary? There's a few reasons. First, I felt far too comfortable. I felt like I was on autopilot because I was constantly depending on that salary, almost like it's a drug to say. I had no fears around money. And I had a really large misconception of it. Overall, I just felt like I was living in a bubble and that there were so many other big problems being solved in the world that I didn't have the time to be able to do it. So I knew going into this that it was going to be a question of how resilient am I? When I don't have a salary coming in, does this really reflect my self-worth, or can I rise above it and find another way to make money? Once I started to ask myself about how resilient I am, I merged together that it really took two things. It took a combination of mindset meets curiosity. So the mindset that I'm talking about is, as I was leaving my job, I reminded myself that the thing that I wanted most was time. I wanted time to learn. I wanted time to explore other topics and see what else was out there. See what other problems that people were solving, and then try to lend my hand into the fire and say, how can I help you? How can I be of service? So this brings me into framework. As I was going through that transition of leaving, I had to get crystal clear with myself that I wasn't going to have a salary, and I didn't know the next time that I was going to. I knew now that I had bought myself time. And I had bought myself time to be able to learn new information and focus on something that I was really passionate and curious about. I really treated this first year as a sabbatical. If anyone doesn't know what a sabbatical is, it is a period of time where you say, I am going to take a break from work and focus on learning. You could see a lot of professors doing this. They focus on research, and that's how they actually add more value to the community. So for myself, I focused on my financial education. I dove deep into personal budgeting, investing, the business mindset, business cycles, macroeconomics. It was honestly a bundle, and I am so grateful for it. And here's why I'm grateful for it. Think about just like how you invest in yourself in school. You spend oftentimes 4 years going through to get a degree, and you learn skills, and those skills are something that you can then relay over into a job. It is the same thing with educating yourself about other topics. So for my financial education, now that I learned about how to properly invest and manage risk, now I can relay those trends over into my future endeavors of future money that comes in. So now instead of that $1 that I have made today, I can now invest that $1 in the market or in cryptocurrencies or real estate or whatever it is, and that $1 can turn into $10 rather than me spending that $1. And this is how you start to strengthen your relationship to money and understanding what it actually means to be able to make money and save money. And so this is where mindset meets curiosity. The curiosity comes in and says, what can I do to better myself? What can I learn? And how will this set me up for future opportunities? Finance doesn't have to be what you learn, but the most important thing is that you do find something that you're interested in. And the beautiful thing about that is, once you do find something and you continue that curiosity of learning and being a lifelong learner, then it's also quite hard to get bored of yourself, because your mind then becomes a beautiful thing that you really enjoy spending time in and spending time trying to configure different problems. So this curiosity becomes a positive ratcheting factor that continues to grow upon itself so that you can continue to learn new things and enjoy spending more time with yourself. Because at the end of the day, I think that's what a lot of people want, is just to be able to enjoy their own company. That is how I worked through this process of feeling comfortable with leaving a salary for myself. So once again, I hope you enjoy some of this beautiful Bali scenery. I'll see you again tomorrow. Take care.